him to get open.
Three wide receivers set on second down. Pass deflected, picked off, and taken in for a touchdown by Kyle Hamilton.
That they can handle Lamar Jackson.
Here's Ford on first down. Ford out across the 35-yard line for Browns. Must get to the 48 for a first down, and they will not. They start from the 21-yard line. Jackson over the middle to the tight end, Mark Andrews.
He has come to be one of the best corners in the NFL.
On second down, Jackson rolling right. Now he throws, and it's complete for a first down in Browns territory to Rashad Bateman. 138 yards on the ground on only 9 carries. Handoff. This is Mitchell. Cuts to the outside.
Oh, wow.
Has a first down and more. Still going. Keaton Mitchell all the way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Clearly, they did not overlook the Browns getting ready for Thursday night.
Second down and 3. Ford picks up a first. Third down and 10. Watson can't find anyone. Now he throws, and it's complete for a first down to Elijah Moore. They need the 11-yard line for a first down. Watson looking for Tillman, incomplete. No flags. Bojorquez places it down. Hopkins connects from 36 to put the Browns on first down. Fake to Gus Edwards. Jackson throws. It's complete to Zay Flowers, the rookie out of Boston College.
All of a sudden, pads come on, and Gus Edwards shines.
Keaton Mitchell back on the field. Jackson swings it out. This is Mitchell. Explosive. Once again, we saw it earlier from Keaton Mitchell. And he picks up another first down. Another huge play. 32 yards this time. More than half of the Ravens' offensive yards so far today. Looking for Mitchell in the end zone. Broken up. Justin Tucker from 37.
You talk about building a defense up the middle. He was the best linebacker that they could have gotten, and it has worked out so well.
Third down and 2. Down goes Watson. To Davion Clowney, the 3-time Pro Bowler. Third down and 8 as we begin the second quarter. Justice Hill in the backfield. Jackson under pressure. Now he throws, incomplete.
That's the jumbo blocker I just circled.
Fake to Ford. Watson
Nice.
Fires out near midfield. Catch made. Third down and 6. Browns must get to the 41. Watson stays on his feet. And
did he get there?
It's close.
Real close.
Looks like he picks up the first. Second and 10. It's Ford. Spins. And we'll pick up a first down and more. Third and 16. Watson. Njoku.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. Man, there's a flag on the play.
Hopkins from 28. He's 2 for 2. Ravens start from the 26 with Edwards in the backfield. Jackson throws near side. It's caught by Flowers. That's his second reception. 47 receptions, closing in on the franchise rookie record.
Look how quick he is.
Another first down for Flowers.
And you're looking at a team that is on their way to possibly another playoff run.
Third down and 7. Jackson going deep. Too far for Flowers. From the Browns 36. Jackson on 4th and 2. Wrapped up. There's a flag. Jackson down. Back at the 42-yard line.
Holding. Defense number 23. 5-yard penalty with an automatic first down.
Ravens must get to the 21 for a first down. Jackson taken down. Back at the 37-yard line. Holds the all-time NFL record. Law 66-yarder. This one gets blocked. So Tucker's attempt was blocked. Anthony Walker with the football. Get out there. And Walker knocked out of bounds by Stout.
Nice field goal block. Sets him up with great field position.
Second down and 6. Watson over the middle. It's complete to Cooper. Amari Cooper inside the 10 and down to the Ravens 5-yard line. And you can hear the chants of 3rd and goal. Watson looking. Moving to his right. Now throws through the back of the end zone. Hopkins 2 of 2. This is a 23-yard attempt from the right hash.
Low replay, but no pass. No penalty, excuse me.
Second down and 1. The pass is picked off. It's Ford who laid the hit on Jackson a moment ago. Mike Ford comes up with the interception. So the Browns get the ball back with 43 seconds and all 3 of their timeouts. 2 timeouts remaining. Watson over the middle. And they do pick up the first. Nice move by Moore. Now they also have 7 seconds. They can look to the sidelines. But that will not happen as Walker fires downfield. Broken up. Geno Stone. But since then, outscored by the Browns 9-3. There's Jackson, picks up a first down and more. Shoved out of bounds. Back on the Cleveland sideline. Jackson sets, throws, complete. First down, it's Flowers. In Browns territory.
He limped off to the sideline.
3rd down and 6. First down and more. Taking it all the way into the end zone. Odell Beckham Jr. Look at Watson's numbers. Ford 77 yards on the ground. Browns pick up a first down out to the 37-yard line. It's Cooper. Watson on first down. Throws over the middle. Catch is made by tight end Jordan Akins. 3rd down and 10. Watson lobs one up. Njoku, good second effort.
Nice effort.
And he is close to a first down. Looks like he picks it up. Replaced by Rock Ya-Sin. Catch made by Njoku.
That is his strength.
14th play of the drive. 2nd and 1. It's Hunt running hard. Picks up a first down. Takes it all the way to the Ravens' 10-yard line. 2nd down and 7. Watson over the middle. There he is. Amari Cooper.
Trick plays, be more aggressive, but it's still a really good team.
3rd down and 2. Here's Hunt. Kareem Hunt picks up a first down, and he's into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. And then some push-ups. Bunch formation to the right side. Watson looking end zone, steps up, he's in. Deshaun Watson with the 2-point conversion.
In there, each has an interception though. That's big.
Here's Jackson on first down, wide open. Here's the tight end Andrews. The guy from the Chiefs has more touchdowns than Mark Andrews.
That's some guy named Travis Kelce.
The guy from the Chiefs. Jackson sacked. Back at the 46. Following the sack. 3rd down and 17. Jackson in trouble. Down he goes again. And a welcome to those of you who have just joined us. Kenny Albert, Jonathan Vilma, Shannon Spake. Ravens with a 7-point lead. Ball comes loose. Prochet lost it. The former Raven. Baltimore has recovered. Browns with a 10-plus minute drive on their last possession to pull to within 7. Now the Ravens looking to add to their lead. Lamar Jackson, pump fake, and then throws incomplete.
Holding. Defense, number 0. 5-yard penalty with an automatic first down.
He's playing the corner, going against Odell Beckham. Jumps that slant route. I don't see the holding. If you say illegal contact.
On 2nd and goal, it's Edwards, touchdown.
Joel is an all-pro, Pro Bowl guard. He's not going against a slouch.
Watson complete. Amari Cooper picks up a first down. NFC East matchup. Cowboys-Giants. 2nd down and 7. Browns pick up a first down, and Njoku keeps on going. Bunch formation to the right, 2nd and goal. Watson looking to run. No, able to get the pass away from behind the line of scrimmage, and Moore has a Browns touchdown. Browns with touchdowns on their last 2 possessions. Deflected, picked off, and taken back by Newsome. Newsome stayed in bounds. Touchdown. Wow. The extra point attempt, no good.
This is the matchup I'm looking at. Mark Andrews versus Grant Delpit. We're going to see what happens. He's going to run a crossing route.
3rd down and 8, and it's Flowers. Picks up a huge first down for the Ravens. So a couple of backup offensive linemen for the Ravens. 3rd down and 14. Jackson looking downfield, chased by Smith. Watson throws, complete, it's Ford, first down.
They're going to get home on your quarterback.
Watson sets, he throws, it is complete. Amari Cooper.
I'm looking at Njoku, wherever he motions to or chip releases.
Instead, they keep it on the ground and pick up the first down. Jerome Ford.
Waste no time getting north and south for a first down.
Watson, pump fake, crosses midfield. Deshaun Watson all the way to the Ravens 40 before he was knocked out of bounds by Patrick Queen. From the Ravens 39, it's Ford. So hard to bring him down. Still going. With some help from his friends. Watson will take a knee. Browns will let the clock run. Hopkins from 40 for the win. It is good.
It's going to be on the Ravens.
There is no foul for illegal leverage. Field goal will count. This will end the game.
They pick up the flag. What a comeback by the Cleveland Browns. They trailed 14-0 early.
Let's go.
Have come back to defeat the Baltimore Ravens.